I'm a giga. I wanted to buy it. I'm a giga. I'm a giga. Hey, I'm a giga. Oh. You guys know the Macarena? Oh, I think we're live. Exorcism life hack. Poltergeist hate this. We're in. Man, I love to be in, if you know what I mean. I love to be in. Right now we will take a call from one of our faithful boys and girls here. He wanted to call in and clear the air real quick about the history of the devil, which I think is an interesting thing to talk about right now because of it's the day after Halloween, the election's coming up, and Tucker Carlson just said that he was attacked by a devil. So we recorded Lemon Party last night. We put out the Patreon this morning. The episode that's coming out Tuesday is from the Hate Watch studio, and it's all about, thank you, Turd Ferguson, fried egg roll and a dog, fried egg roll and a dog.
Best part of chicken.
The best part of the chicken is the fried egg roll and a dog, in my opinion. H.E. Pennypacker, do not call me fat. I'll ban you for life. I'll ban you for life. I've only had Whole Foods today. I cooked 2 steaks downstairs. I had eggs and sausages this morning. I'm back on the protein. Last night, I went completely buck wild on a bunch of Halloween candy. It was bad. I was at a Jew's house. They made this weird bean dip thing because everything was kosher. I basically ate big bowls of diarrhea for 3 to 4 hours. Topped that off with a bunch of Twix and Snicks and everything else. And the night before that, the Dodgers won, so I got $40 worth of Taco Bell. It wasn't good. I haven't been a good boy. But I am gay, and I'm here to be gay. That's why God put me on earth, was to be gay, actually. I don't know if you guys were aware of that, but God made me gay, and he put me here on earth to be gay. That's my purpose here. Let me share this on X, my favorite app. We're going to start streaming on X soon, too, by the way. I hope you guys are ready for that. That's going to be a fun day. I am in the new studio. It's in front of me. I turned it around so you guys can't really see what's going on. A lot of it is built. I tried hanging lights today. I spent a bunch of money at, I say a bunch of money. I spent $70 at Home Depot. I didn't need to spend. And I'll be returning some stuff. I'm trying to hang some Parcan lights, but I don't have trusses. So I'm figuring it out the best way I can. I'm going to say we are live here on Twitter, on X. Exorcism life hack. Poltergeists hate this.
Best part of chicken.
Okay, we are live now. Let's go to the great Aaron Gwyn. He is going to clear the air here on the devil, the origins of the devil, thoughts about the devil. Okay, here we go. Let me call him. This guy's spent a lot of time thinking about the devil, trust me. Trust me. We're talking to a man with a PhD in English. All right. Okay, let me see here. Let's see if this... Okay, here we go. Hey, buddy, you're on.
Hello.
You're live. You're here. You're here on the show. Thanks for joining.
Happy to.
So you texted me about this because we were texting about Tucker Carlson getting attacked by a demon yesterday, and Lemon Party just so happened to have recorded an episode about that right when you texted me it. You've given me some good leads for the show, but this one I picked up from Ryan Ruby, the great literary critic. Now,
follow him on Twitter at Ryan Ruby.
Yeah, he's great. And I listened to Alex Jones all morning when I was driving around home. I was driving to Home Depot, and I was dodging illegals in the parking lot. And I was listening to Alex Jones talk about Tucker getting attacked by a demon. Alex claims he was attacked by a demon when he was 11. There's a lot of spooky stuff going on in the air right now. And on the stream on Wednesday, I was confused about the origins of Satan. And you were watching, and you said you wanted to call in and clear the air on the origins of the devil.
Well, Ben, there's a lot of disinformation going around, what with folks getting attacked in bed with their 4 dogs by the devil. I just love that. I love that you're in bed with 4 dogs and you wake up with scratches on your body and you're like, well, clearly this is the work of Satan.
Yeah, I also think, by the way, I like to think I have Jesus on my side. I've never been attacked by a poltergeist or anything like that. So part of me thinks, he's let some sort of evil into his home. Yeah,
it's called Roger Ailes.
Very good. But isn't it, you can just utter Jesus' name and these things will flee from you. What sort of darkness is living within Tucker Carlson? He's being attacked by demons in his sleep.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, we were brought up in similar traditions. Oklahoma and Texas.
I grew up with people who said they were attacked by demons in their sleep. I've known missionaries that have said that they're in a spiritual war. I've known people that have said that they've talked to angels, they've fought with demons. I'm sure people in Oklahoma that said the same thing.
Yeah. So I grew up Pentecostal in the woods of Oklahoma. So none of this talk is foreign to me. And I'm also not saying that people can't be physically attacked by spiritual beings. I think okay, that hasn't happened to me or anyone I know, but I'm not writing anything off about that. I just think if you're in a bed with 4 dogs, you might want to start there.
Yeah, I mean, it's also who knows what's going on? I mean, the amount these guys drink. He lives in a cabin in Maine. He got fired from Fox News. So I was listening to InfoWars this morning, and what Alex said is that not only did he predict when Tucker would get fired from Fox News, he said within a month you'll be fired from Fox News. He said 29 days later, Tucker was fired. And then the other thing he said to Tucker was, when he was private about this demon story, he said, "Did someone pray over you recently?" And he goes, "Oh, in fact, someone did pray over me. And it was some nefarious person that said, 'Hey, real quick, do you mind if I just pray over you?'" And Alex said that's when the demons were allowed to enter his spirit or whatever. That there was a hex or something put on him. Because otherwise, he said Jesus would have been on his side and these demons would have fled from him.
Well, I'm a Christian, so I have no problem praying with having anyone pray for me, but I'm going to need a name first. I'm not just going to let some rando walk up on the street and go to laying on hands
and start speaking in tongues.
That's not how we just I just don't know. I mean, get a name before you get a prayer.
Yes. I will say that, it wasn't a popular thing growing up for people to admit that they've had contact with the afterlife, whether it is angels, archangels, poltergeist, which I think is the German word for demon. Correct me if I'm wrong there. And
at least I think it means house ghost, literally house ghost, maybe.
So way more
about the Germans than me, but
wink. It was very rare to know anything about growing up. It was weird. It was rare to meet anyone who said they were attacked by demons, but I would say less than, I don't know, 1 out of every 10,000 Christians I met would say that they had wrestled with the devil or something like that. Did you have anybody growing up?
Yep.
That would say,
yep.
But this isn't a common thing. I want people to know this. This is every Christian walking around doesn't think they're like, the devil is Mike Tyson and they're in the ring with him every night.
So, like, again, I was raised Pentecostal. My great grandparents were both Pentecostal ministers. I had members of my family who were ministers that were alive when I was alive. My great grandmother, the story they told about her is she was a kind of matriarch of an incredible family, very cool woman, very hardcore pioneer woman. And she said, the story she told, that when she was praying in the spirit, that the devil came to her in the form of a lion, like an upreared lion, and she fist fought the devil.
Really?
Like in this, yeah, which is, I wasn't there, but I think that's pretty based. Boxing the devil.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's crazy that the devil would pick on a little old lady, by the way.
She was pretty formidable, I gotta say.
What are the origins of the devil in our faith?
Okay, so in the Old Testament, Satan in Hebrew, there's a couple of different ways you can translate it. And one way is just enemy or adversary, but a more specific translation is accuser or prosecutor. Right? So I believe...
Is this why, not to immediately get into Blood Meridian, is this why Cormac made him the judge?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's interesting.
And I know we figure out he's actually the judge, as you pointed out to me, he's a judge of counterfeit coins, right?
Yeah, the judge of representation and counterfeit. But, okay, so...
Oh, and by the way, everyone's wondering who's in the stream right now. This is at American Gwyn. Gwyn is spelled Gwyn. He's a novelist. He's a dear friend, and he's very, very, very intelligent.
Very sweet. You're very sweet. No, okay, so if we're going to go back to the Garden of Eden, I don't find textual evidence for the serpent in the garden being the devil. Now, it became that in Christian tradition later on, but when I read Genesis, it seems to be a serpent. It doesn't seem to be the devil. And those two, the idea that Satan was the serpent or a serpent comes later on. I don't believe Satan is mentioned until the book of Job, when he appears as a kind of lawyer in front of God, a prosecutor who is accusing Job, God's righteous man, of, kind of being a fair weather friend. And it's like, oh, if you do this, he'll turn on you. If you do that, he'll turn on you. And you really have the sense of, the interesting thing is that God is placing bets. Like it's, I'm not being funny here, obviously. God's placing bets on Job and the devil's betting against him. And they're having this kind of contest that seems like a courtroom drama, very literally. But the idea of Satan being a fallen angel is something that develops way, way later and is mostly a creation of John Milton in Paradise Lost.
So this is what I said in the stream on Wednesday. I said, was that attributed to Milton, or is that actually in the Bible? Because
it's Milton.
I've kind of been walking around with this idea that Satan's actually this sympathetic guy.
Yeah, so
where it's like he loved God so much and he was jealous of man that God had to strike him down. Like he was pretty much brought down by his own love of God, and became jealous.
Yeah. There's definitely this sense of envy that comes out of the mythology. And I don't mean mythology in terms of like being false. I just mean about the storytelling. So Lucifer, that name, comes out of Isaiah 14. And if you want to read about Lucifer, the only time he's mentioned in the Bible, read Isaiah 14, where Isaiah is clearly referring to the king of Babylon, not Satan, the king of Babylon. It's very clear. Everyone can go read it.
I mean, I guess I can pull it up real quick.
You can pull it up.
What was this, Isaiah 14?
Isaiah chapter 14.
Wow, I feel like I'm back in Bible class.
Someone in the comments of the chat is saying, this sounds like AM radio, which is an amazing. That's great. That's great.
Here we go. The King James version. So what verse do you want me to read?
Here, let me grab my own. Does it start with "How art thou fallen"? I'm still trying to.
Let me see here. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. Wow, they're talking about the very Israel that people are fighting over today, huh?
I mean, it's been going on for a minute.
Weird. It says, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right.
Is this the chapter you're speaking of?
Right. If you skip down a little bit, now clearly.
Oh, and that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. Is that what you said?
Right.
How hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
Yes.
That was verse 4.
Now, okay, go down to verse 12, right? Okay. Still talking about the king of Babylon, very clear. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the earth, et cetera, et cetera. Now, the entire chapter, he's been talking about the king of Babylon. Mm-hmm. He's talking about the king of Babylon there, but of course, everyone just cherry-picked that. Well, Milton, right? So Milton is like, I need an origin story for my villain. So let me go grab Lucifer. Let me yoke these two things together. And nothing against Milton. Milton's awesome, but it's not biblical.
And so that had a huge influence on how we think of the devil today.
Tremendous, right? In most Protestant churches, if you ask people, well, what was Satan before he came the devil? And people are like, oh, he was an angel. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that Satan was an angel. Nowhere in the Bible does it say his name was Lucifer. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that, it says he appears as an angel of light to deceive Christians. But that's hardly saying Satan was once an angel and he used to, have a house down the street from Noah, and none of that is.
Sorry, I'm
people
trying
are telling us to play. Yeah.
Wait, what were you saying?
People are telling us to play "Stairway to Heaven" backwards in the chat.
That's very good.
Very good.
Jack with the 5 says, "Viva los Doyers! I'm going to live taping at the Jimmy Dore show tonight, and Tucker Carlson is the guest. Haha! Have a great show tomorrow." Hey, bring that guy. He's fucking possessed. I would shower in holy water before you attend if I were you.
Yeah, something dark's going there.
Yeah, I don't. These people at this higher level up here. It's a very dark place that they reside in, and it seems that all of them always have some weird confession at some point in their life, whether it's they have some sort of daughter they haven't seen since they were born and they're like 15 now, or they have some story where it's like, I was attacked and raped by the devil. It's very strange. It's stories you don't really hear from ordinary people.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not ruling out that, a spiritual entity can attack someone physically. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying kind of a crazy story.
Well, I'm saying if you attract that, that's not by chance.
Gosh, man, it's dark, right?
All you have to do is, dude, look, I've been tripping my balls off on no sleep, and I hit the blunt. I'll be the first to admit it. I've hit the blunt. No sleep, finals week in college, and I saw demons and shadows and everything. And the only thing that made them go away before they killed me and dragged me to Tophet was I said Jesus' name and they left me. And I don't even think I was a believer at that time.
So what I was taught what I was taught growing What I was taught growing up is that don't be frightened of the devil. Be frightened of the God that can send you to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like God has dominion over the devil. This is really like a AM radio.
Hey, by the way, someone's calling in right now. Stay on the line, Aaron. They have a question about the Bible. Here we go.
Oh, dang.
Hey, yo, I was just wondering, bro, did they smoke weed in the Bible or did they consume it? Because I have no fucking clue, honestly.
Wow. Well, I that's an interesting question, caller.
That was Young King Dave. That's Young King Dave. He's a meme from 8 years ago. He died. He was a 500-pound guy who smoked weed, and one of his lungs collapsed. R.I.P. Young King Dave.
R.I.P. King.
Sorry, where were we? You said this
about the devil.
It really is AM radio, just talking about the devil, which isn't honestly. There's something really nice about this.
The 5 signs of evil. Number 1, you will see people on Twitter posting their OnlyFans. 2, you will see Mark Cuban tweeting at Elon Musk threatening him to a BJJ match.
You could probably tune into some station right now and find that word for word in terms of what's going on in the country.
Of course.
Would you say that? Let's talk a little bit about the. So John Milton came in, he changed everything. Obviously, Melville right. loved Milton, and everybody else loved him. I don't think Shakespeare ever wrote about the devil, did he? He didn't really give a shit.
No,
he was just too busy being gay and getting drunk. So you have so the origins, we kind of understand those loosely now, right? The devil is right. He isn't explicitly stated at the beginning of the book. It's not like the judge in Blood Meridian where we see him come in page 5 and he kind of comes back later. Like he really comes in very, very kind of late and is somewhat loosely formed. Now, I don't know what the devil looks like in the Talmud, though. What does the devil look like in the Jewish texts?
I don't think that there is the same Satan that we have. Like there is Shaitan, Shaytan, in both the Judaic tradition and the Islamic tradition, right? So there's a sense of an evil one, but in traditional Judaism that isn't formed out like it is in the Christian tradition, especially after John Milton wrote Paradise. I mean, you can't undersell how massively important Paradise Lost is as a work of literature and was as a kind of, ad hoc theology. I mean, John Milton was basically doing the Avengers for Christianity.
I got you. I see. I get it. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And this is also what Cormac did for Blood Meridian with the judge.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
He goes, I'm going to lift that and then put my own spin on it.
Harold Bloom says that Milton's Satan, the character, was built out of the pieces of Chaucer's The Pardoner and Shakespeare's Iago from Othello.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, which is interesting. It's fascinating.
And Melville used that character which inspired Captain Ahab.
And then Cormac used both of those to create Judge Holden.
It's great. I love that the satanic can just keeps getting kicked down the field.
Well, it's interesting, right? Like there is no Hannibal Lecter. There is no like evil guy with these incredible powers, incredible intelligence, without Milton's Satan, without Ahab. And these kind of, Iago, because evil is often presented in literature and faith traditions as kind of dumb. And so having like this super evil character who's also incredibly intelligent, incredibly charming, incredibly intoxicating. I mean, we really got to thank Chaucer, Shakespeare, and Milton for that.
What are the biblical Satan? What do we know in terms of what are the motives of this guy? Because we always see evil portrayed, ultimate evil is portrayed differently in everything, right?
Right.
But when it comes to the biblical Satan, the big kahuna, is it evil for the thrill of its own sake? Is it what is it?
He wants to run red lights and fuck, Ben. Like he just wants to rebel.
So you're saying he's a Blue Velvet. He's what's the character's name? Dennis Hopper's character, Frank Booth.
Yeah.
Frank Booth. He's a crazy son of a bitch.
No, but you're on something right there, right? Like Lynch's idea of a satanic figure. You see it in Frank Booth. You see it in The Mystery Man and Lost Highway. It's like
the man with the white face.
Exactly. Or Al Bob from Twin Peaks, right?
Yes.
You have this kind of free-floating entity that moves around and takes possession of, other characters.
Right. And Bob, I believe, is the origin of evil is, if you've seen season 3 of Twin Peaks, Bob was born from the blast of the first atomic bomb going off. That's that Lynch in one episode has some like 5-minute scene of just the first explosion. It's really good. It's way better than Oppenheimer's explosion.
Brilliant. Totally brilliant. Back to your question about if we're going back to the Bible, Satan's motivation and how he appears. Okay, so let's leave the Old Testament behind for a second. So the idea of Satan is not formed there in the way that it is in the New Testament, right? So the New Testament writers, the Gospelers, their Satan is more like the being that we have come to know, right? So in the gospel, he takes Christ. Christ is out in the wilderness, for 40 days and nights. He's, going through the belly of the beast in his hero's journey. And Satan appears to him and he tempts him 3 times, right? He, bow down before me. I'll give you all the money in the world. Throw yourself off this ledge if you're truly the Son of God, right?
He promises him political power. He promises him wealth,
right,
and immortality, right? Those are the 3 temptations.
Right. Yeah, and of course, Jesus passes with flying colors. He's not, persuaded by any of this nonsense. He's like, I already made the universe. You have nothing. Right. And so then I believe one of the other, Christ references him, and often, by the way, this is not me, right? This is the Gospel of John. Christ will sometimes refer to the members of the Sanhedrin, right? The Jewish governing body of that province. He'll refer to them as Satan. He says, you are of your father, the devil. And the works of your father you will do.
The stream goes down immediately. No, could continue.
The stream goes down. Immediately, right? So that's the
and
Gospel
this is what
of John.
The fathers of Sanhedrin?
No, these are the Sanhedrin, which were the clergy, the clerical class.
Were these the Pharisees?
Like the Pharisees, probably some of the members of the Sanhedrin.
So I'm bringing it up for people here so they can see that you're not telling tales out of school. It was a Jewish judicial and administrative body that appears in the Bible and the New Testament. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
And so
it was a Jewish court and council. Okay. All right. There we are.
Jesus
folks.
refers to them specifically. Like he says, you are of your father, the devil, etc. And he might say, get thee behind me, Satan. Okay, here's the thing, right? It has to be contextualized. Like Jewish's mother and his earthly brothers and his earthly father, all of his disciples were Jewish, right? So like he's not saying that they're of the devil because of their Jewishness. He's saying they're of the devil because they've sold. because they're supposed to be men of God, and they've sold out just for power. Has nothing to do with ethnicity, race, religion, any of that stuff. It's all about, like, they want power. They want political power, and they'll, et cetera, et cetera. Now, okay, so you go forward from the Gospels, and then, like, Satan is this entity that kind of, tempts you and pricks at you and tries to undermine you, and all of that sort of thing. Very, very traditional ideas about being tempted by the devil or devils. One of my favorite devil stories from the New Testament is Jesus is walking past a graveyard, and there's a mentally ill man who's cutting himself with stones, right? And Jesus says, "What's your name?" And the devils answer Jesus, and the devils say, "My name is Legion, for we are many." Legion was 1,000 Roman soldiers. Mm-hmm. So very interesting, right? All these other people who couldn't recognize that Jesus was the Christ, immediately these devils know exactly who he is, and they're terrified, and they start bargaining with Jesus because he's going to cast these devils out of this man. He's like, I'm going to send you into the abyss. And they're like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. And there's a herd of swine grazing nearby. And so they beg to be sent into the swine. Jesus casts the evil spirits out into the swine, and all the pigs run over the cliff and drown, which is kind of amazing, right? That's just really, just from narrative, that's a great scene. That's a really cool scene. And then you don't get a lot more quote unquote mythology until you get to the book of Revelation, where, Satan is depicted as a gigantic red serpent, a red dragon, right? And you have these various I believe that's correct. Double check me on that. But so you have this kind of sense that Satan is the god of this world, which is what St. Paul says. He says, Satan's the god of this world because this world has fallen. And like the hope of Christians is in the next world because this world will pass away.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now to see how Satan's depicted in Revelation. An ancient serpent. John refers to Satan as that ancient serpent, a reference to his appearance in the Garden of Eden to tempt Adam and Eve. Supposedly. That's, where it's context clues.
Right.
But Satan's appearance is never described in the Bible, but since the 9th century has often been shown in Christian art with horns, cloven hooves, unusually hairy legs, and a tail often naked. So yeah, we have, really filled in the dots there, huh?
We filled in the dots, which of course we would, because evil captures our imagination. We love our villains, right? Villains are fascinating to us in stories. If anyone wants to read like something scholarly on this, that's also a great read and a very, very interesting book. Read Elaine Pagel's The Origin of Satan, which goes into all of this in great detail and is super interesting. Just her insights, the history of the notion of Satan, what the early church looked like, et cetera, et cetera. I would highly recommend that book.
Oh, we have a great question from someone here, and I want to read a super chat real quick as well.
Do it.
Here we go. I screenshotted it so I would not lose it. Going through it, this is real lonely with the 999 says, going through a breakup, but been returning to my Catholic faith. So this is nice. Been listening since episode 1. Also introduced me to Hate Watch, and Joey invited me out there to cook for them one day. Oh, that's great.
Wow.
Thanks, real lonely.
Awesome.
I'm joking when I shit on Catholicism, by the way. I'm just being a little stinker.
You are a stinker.
Yeah, what do I know? But that's great. The other thing is someone in the chat, Sieg says, what exactly did Satan do wrong? Did he question God's unilateral authority and was outcast for it?
We don't know. Christ says in the Gospels that the devil is the father of lies and that he was a liar from the beginning. Now, I don't take that necessarily as an origin story, but it's interesting to think about the rift with God being about falsehood and fiction.
You know what's interesting is, and I haven't been able to find evidence of this, but Young says in Aeon that in some of the ancient texts, Satan is referenced as Jesus's elder brother.
I mean,
it's not what he's saying. It's he mentions it very briefly and moves on.
I'd like to hear him out on that.
I believe he was talking about some Gnostic tale in Aeon as well. It's a story about Jesus when he was young, when he was a boy. His mother and father, were I believe the father and Jesus were out in the field and they were doing something, and Mary's in the house, and long story short, basically she goes in Jesus's room and there's the devil there, essentially, and the devil is like, I'm here to speak to my brother or whatever, and she's like, get out of here, she's scared or whatever. She doesn't know what to do, so she like chains him to the bed or something, and she goes out in the field and says to Jesus like, hey, and Jesus goes, it's okay, let me go talk to him, and goes in there, and I think I wish I could remember the story. She goes in there and Jesus is in there alone and Satan's not there anymore, and they've like merged into one or something. It's some really weird. I'd have to find this specific story. I could try to Google it right now. I don't know if I'm going to find anything. But this was something Young talked about.
Very interesting.
The young Jesus stories are really weird.
By the way,
it's like him playing hide and seek, and he turns into a donkey. It's always a weird story.
Strange.
Yeah.
I heard the other day you talking about John Prine, that you were a huge John Prine head.
Yeah, statistically, I'm the biggest.
Yeah, statistically, you're the biggest. Prine has a great song called Jesus, the Missing Years.
I don't think I've heard that.
You got to hear it.
Boss Baby Legit with the 5 says, Ben, what do you say about an LP Hate Watch Election Day live pod? Would make it way more the fun, and I'd love to hear John talk about busting on Kamala. That is kind of a great idea. I would love John's insights.
It's actually you guys doing a big live stream, all of you together, would be an amazing. That's a really great idea. Seriously, that's really great.
Yeah, we probably should do something like that.
Absolutely should.
I can't. I'm not finding anything about. The stories and all the Gnostic texts, they're not really well known. When you try to Google them, they don't come up. No one really cares. Right. Also, the other problem is these things are so new.
Right.
1950. And no one's really given them a whole lot of thought or care or attention besides, crazy people who weren't respected in their field when they were alive, like Carl Jung.
I think it's pretty interesting.
Hold on.
And Cormac McCarthy.
Yeah, and Cormac, who seemed to, his works are rich with it, right? The end of
Totally.
Sutri, Blood Meridian, let's see here. Dylan Farnham with the 10 says, Catholicism is a disgusting heresy, and your girl left you for someone better who didn't disgrace God. Have a good night, gentlemen.
Oh, boy.
Dylan Farnham comes in. He's kind of like the Bear Jew. He comes in with the Louisville Slugger, and he swings for the fences. He does.
Farnham comes in hot. He always comes in hot.
He comes prepared. He takes notes. Here we go. Bus Cole with the 1069 says, Aaron Gwyn rules. Check out his reading of Judge Holden's description. Judge Holden has entered the chat. It's short on his channel. Also glad John is alive and not dead.
Thank you, Bust.
Yeah, we'll watch that when you're not on anymore. Who do you think, Aaron? I was going to ask you this the other day. Who do you think is the most accurate? Who's the most accurate representation of total evil to you? In like all of the movies, books, yeah, everything.
Gosh, that's a great question. It's like
impossible to answer, right?
I mean, I guess it's Judge Holden.
Pedophile, iconoclast, lives forever.
Right.
He lives to just, it seems like, mentally and physically torture people. He lives on like the spirits of children, vaguely, I guess.
Yeah. And he's joyful about his evil. Like, you think even like Anton Chigurh is a severe depressive. The guy, I mean, the boy's not having a good time, but the judge is loving it. He's laughing and smiling most of the novel.
Yeah, you've made this point before, but on the phone with me, but Anton is basically an extension of that misfit character that Cormac probably came across. And No Country for Old Men was written, it predates Blood Meridian when he started working on it. So that would mean the judge is the evolved form of the Anton character, probably.
Right.
In terms of his idea of evil, because Outer Dark, it's a very sophomoric like idea of evil, right? It's like he copies the Furies, right? In Greek mythology.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, there's no depth to those characters. I love them in Outer Dark, but as he goes on, you know, then we have the Huntsman and Suttree, and then Blood Meridian, we have the judge, but his idea of evil gets more and more complex and richer and better as he thinks about evil.
Probably the fullest representation of evil I've ever seen is Tucker Carlson.
Yeah. Well, I don't know so here's what I wanted you to talk about too. Do you want to talk about the time you came into contact with pure evil?
Oh, not on live. Well, no, why not? Yeah, I will. Okay, so when I was 4, I was in a preschool over in Norman, Oklahoma. This would have been circa 1976. I'm 52. And this is one of my earliest memories, right? So,
and you grew up in a town of, this is 150 people, 900?
Okay, so the town I mostly grew up outside of is Seminole, which is a town of like less than 7,000. At this point, I was still, this is before I went to live with my grandparents permanently, but I was still kind of living off and on between my grandparents and my mother. And so I was living with my mother in Norman, Oklahoma, which is where OU is. So it's not a huge town, but it's a pretty decent sized college town. Anyway, so I'm in this preschool, and before recess, they had all the children like going to use the bathroom together, like these little bitty potties, little like toilets, right? And they're all lined up against the wall. There were no like dividers or stalls. It was just row of toilets, 1970s, right? No privacy. Anyway, so there was no door on the bathroom. So whoever was in like the main room could just look in the door. So I was sitting there doing my business, and like one by one, like all the other kids got up and gone out. I was the last one in there. And I look up through the door, and one of the teachers was sitting like 20 feet away from me. And she was like perched on the edge of her chair, just staring at me. And as soon as I saw her, I was just petrified. I didn't know why I was petrified. And this is word for word what she said. It's burned into my memory. And she said, "You better hurry up." And I was like, I just kind of looked down because I was terrified. And she goes, "If you don't hurry up and finish right now, I'm going to get a pair of scissors and I'm going to cut off your penis." And I was just like, I mean, I couldn't even talk. I was petrified. And she asked me, she's like, do you know what a
someone in the chat asked you if did you get hard?
Oh gosh. So nice. You forget where you are sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
So she goes, do you know what a penis is? And I actually did, because my mother explained everything to me in anatomical terms. Like, she wouldn't use like, you know, pee-pee and poo-poo. She would like use anatomically, medically correct terms.
Mm-hmm.
And so I knew, and I just nodded my head. She's like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a pair of scissors and cut off your penis.
Yes.
Well, like, I finished, pulled up my pants, went outside. Thankfully, nothing happened to me. But that woman, that teacher, went on to molest a number of children at that preschool. Oh, it's awful. It's awful.
I know. I'm sorry.
And so, like, yeah, I'd never seen the comic potential in this story.
I don't know why that made me.
Oh my gosh.
There's nothing funny about it. It's just funny. It's kind of like the end of movies, like, you know, like the end of The Sandlot when they're like, Benny the Jet Rodriguez went on to play for the New York. You're like, so anyway, she went on to molest. Like, it's almost like a where are they now? She's burning
it's like
in
at
hell.
The very, like, yeah, it's like at the very end of a movie, and like the titles come up on screen. Davey went on to yeah, insane. Okay, so anyway, like, thankfully, thank God, nothing happened to me except that horrible woman saying those things. But like, she ended up in prison. But like that day, I got in the car and Mom said, "How was school?" And I told her everything that happened, and she didn't believe me.
Really? See, that's the ultimate nightmare, is that the child knows the truth and all of the adults don't believe them. That's always the scariest trope in every horror film.
Yes. People are asking in the chat if the teacher was hot.
I know. It made me laugh.
The teacher was not hot. It was... Oh my God. I love how you're like, would you like to tell the story of how you came close to evil itself? And I'm like, shit. Yeah, I will. And then you die laughing and everyone's like, she hot, bro?
This is like the most evil woman I've ever heard of.
This is a monster. This person's a monster.
Well, I guess Nancy Pelosi's far more evil, actually. But, I mean, Pelosi's more evil than her.
In the chat, people are like, he's bragging. Bro's been crying wolf. LOL.
Goddamn.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah. So that's the most evil thing I've ever come across.
Did she actually... would she like dismember people? Would she like disfigure them? And
I don't believe I never, I mean, I was a kid when she got busted. I never heard anything about her like mutilating anyone. I mean, but you know, what I heard, she molested children. She got caught. She went to jail. So that's all I know. I have tried a few times to try to find the story of her getting busted in like archives, because I'm a professor. I have access to like LexisNexis, you know, legal search engines and stuff. I've never been able to find a newspaper story about her arrest, but maybe I'm just looking in the wrong way. It's just beyond everything, man.
Some people are saying that happened to a friend of theirs. I guess this may be a more common thing where like, says the parents not believing both sisters molested by the uncle. They had to keep celebrating holidays. So the kids go to the, you know, back then at least, especially back then when we didn't have the word pedophile. There were some evil people walking amongst the community, and just no one believed children, and kind of still don't.
No one believed anything. Yeah, and I couldn't believe my mom. I'm 4 years old. And I was just like begging her to listen to me. I was like, I'm not making this up. This happened. This is exactly what she said. And that was the moment I'm like, okay, my mother can't protect me. I'm going to have to get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, there needs to be a believe all children movement the way there was a believe all women movement.
I mean, yes. I mean, of course, children are also notorious liars.
Sure, yeah.
So,
I mean, children have also ruined people's careers and lives through just lying because kids do. They're experimenting with the social order and boundaries, and sometimes kids lie about stuff. There's that great movie starring Mads Mikkelsen. I believe it's called The Hunt. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the best movies I've ever seen. Top 5 easily.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. But it's a terrifying. It's definitely happened. You know, I don't want to spoil the movie for anybody, but you should see The Hunt by Mads Mikkelsen. I believe it's a Danish film, and it's fantastic.
He's great. Yeah, like, you know, kids say the darndest things.
Kids lie. People lie, and kids are little people, right? I guess that is
kids are little people.
That's the closest thing. You know, I learned about the other day. I was reading. I can't believe I was reading this in public, but somehow I learned about this. Is a famous news story about a child, a very, very, very young child getting murdered in England.
Oh gosh!
But it got murdered by other children. This was in the 90s. Do you remember this? So it was a 2-year-old got murdered by a bunch of 2 9-year-olds, stole a 2-year-old boy from a mall when the mom wasn't looking and took him out by the train tracks and killed him. But they were 9. And when the detectives looked into it, I couldn't stop reading. And I don't read true crime stuff, but I was like, but I have to know the motive. Like I have to, as soon as I saw the little Wikipedia summary real quick, I was like, I have to know. And I kept looking into it for like 15 minutes. There's no motive with the kids doing this. They just did it. They were just 2 9-year-olds. They took him, they killed him. They put him on the train tracks to dispose of his body. The train came by. The detectives tried to solve it, and everybody was shocked. The whole community. Yeah, it was in the United Kingdom. Everyone was shocked and couldn't connect it to anybody, and then they connected it to the children, but I don't think they have a motive or anything that these kids just did this. And that really made me start thinking about evil the past 3 days. I'm like, what the fuck is it? Why are there no answers?
Nothing is more evil than someone who had hurt a child in any way. Like, dead to me, anyone who hurts a child.
Oh, dude, there's that good. You told me to look up the video footage of that guy on the payphone at the airport.
Yes. Hero.
What's that guy's name again?
Gary something. Gary. It's like a French name, right? It's like Gary Pent.
Yeah. Plauché. Found him. Yeah.
Plauché. That dude.
Here he
that's
is.
An Oklahoma
right here.
Dude.
That dude.
So to tell the story for anyone who might, Gary Clark Jr., it was not Gary Clark Jr. To tell the story, so Plauché's like 10-year-old boy was kidnapped by his karate instructor and like driven out of Oklahoma. And the karate instructor did horrible things to the boy. And then they apprehended the guy and they flew him back into Will Rogers International Airport in Oklahoma City. This is back when there wasn't... I have
the video footage right here.
Yeah, you could go like all the way up to the plane without... This is way before 9/11, right? So freaking Patriot Gary was standing there with like by a bank of cell phones when they led this creepazoid by. And when he got up, Barry turned around. He had a 38 snub in his nose, and he just wasted the dude, man. Pulled his chain right proper.
Yeah, here's people. People can watch it right here. It stops obviously before
This is it.
I don't even think you really see. I think I saw the actual footage. You don't really see anything because he shoots him in the side of the head, and he dies later.
Yeah, I like that someone put this to a sick beat. And watch old Gary. Gary's like, nope.
It's crazy how quickly he does that.
That like, there's a row of cops. Like, see all those cops around the pedophile?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so after he gets smoke checked by Gary, like all those cops tackle Gary Plauché, And you could even hear them in like the live audio, because this was aired live on my local TV station in Oklahoma. And this is when I remember it as watching this as a kid, and the cops were going, "Gary, no, no, no," and he was like, "Whatever."
Yeah, I watched some interview with Gary's son, the boy who got kidnapped and molested a bunch. I was watching an interview with him because he's been doing the podcast rounds, I guess, like a month ago. For some reason, I'm not sure why. And he was saying, the guy who was saying Gary, apparently that guy knew Gary, who was saying Gary, why he understood why he did it. He was just saying why, like, he was going to get his, like, there was going to be justice. Like, why are you doing this to yourself? Now you can't spend time with your kid, was why he was saying why.
Well, man, thanks for having me on. I feel like we're losing you money right now, and you have some, like, some fat guy trying to squeeze into a shower you've got queued up.
Dude,
so,
you know what's funny is Red Bar is live right now. What if I tuned into Red Bar? That's what they're saying. They're saying Red Bar is live.
Red Bar is live. All right, brother.
I think we cracked the surface here. Do you feel good about the origins of Satan thing for Halloween?
I think we got to the bottom. I think we figured it out.
I guess
think we got to the bottom of it.
Can you? I guess just right now, in closing, do you believe that Cormac loved the who are they called, the Leuven brothers or the Leuven brothers? Yeah, the Leuven brothers.
The Leuven brothers.
Satan
Amazing.
is real.
Those guys are brilliant.
And, yeah. That do you believe that there is evil?
Yes,
and
absolutely.
And
100%.
Do you believe in the devil?
Yes. Yeah. I believe in the devil.
And you believe people have come in contact physically with, like...
Well, Jesus did, right?
I guess you're right. Yeah, but also if someone told me that, they had a conversation with Jesus at their kitchen table one day when they woke up, I would, I'd have a hard time believing in that, right?
I'd have a hard time with it. I'd have a hard time if someone said they saw the devil. I'd have a hard time with someone who said they saw Jesus. But another part of me would be like, I don't know, maybe they did. I'm not like most academics where I don't believe in anything. I just write off the supernatural as being nonsense. I don't do that. Like, I think there are people that have real experiences with this.
Yeah, I worked on you for a number of years. I worked on you for a number of years to get you to believe in the unconscious.
And it worked. I'm a convert.
Mm-hmm. How are those dreams? Are you interpreting them or no?
I can't even remember what I dream. It never makes any sense.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? All right, brother. We'll talk soon. Let's talk this weekend.
All right. See you, Aaron.
All right, man. Thanks for having me on, brother.
Of course.
Take care.
Peace.
Bye.
Guys, that was at American Gwyn. You should follow him on Twitter. He's a good man. Let me disconnect this phone here. Yeah, at American Gwyn. He has a YouTube channel as well. Here, I'll show you guys actually exactly how to find him on his YouTube channel. Here he is. Yeah, if you just type in there we go. That's Aaron. Aaron's great. If you like Cormac, and also he's a novelist, you should buy his stuff. This is his Blood Meridian Substack. You can sign up. Wow, over 2,000 subscribers. Man, he's killing it. Aaron's absolutely killing it. I think a lot of that stuff is free on there too. So, he has one more link. Oh, and then here's his Twitter right here. Right. Yeah. Hold on. Let me close my messages. Yeah, there he is. Make sure you give him a follow. I read this last year from him. He sent me a draft of it. It's really good. Oh, and this is the Origin of Satan. He's told me many times to read this. It's supposedly really good. All right, back to the show here. Let's see. What are we cooking with? Let's see.
I heard that nigga was a kid diddler. Yeah, I heard that nigga was a pedophile.
I should have played that while he was talking about the pedophiles. Okay, where are the chats? Am I missing the chats? Need to get to the chats. Need to go to fan funding. Okay, here we go. Oh shit, we kind of missed some good ones here. Dylan Farnham with the 10 says, also my wife turned 25 today. Serving divorce papers to her tomorrow for being old. Just dropped in to tell that idiot I hate him. That's so funny. Rest in peace to Aaron's wife. She turned 25. And as we all know, you know, that's just nature running its course is what I say. Your wife turns 25. You push her down a stairwell. She falls out of the car weird. Stuff just happens. It's just nature running its course. That's all it is. David Cardona with the $4.99. No, I read that. He said, been loving Aaron's lectures on Blood Meridian after reading it. Aaron's the best at that stuff, man. Righty Tighty 91 says, tithe to my fellow mate from the Texas Panhandle. Or tithe to my fellow mate from the Texas Panhandle. Yeah, I'm from Clarendon. That's right, sir. Kathy Coughlin with the $9.99 says, thank you. Have to listen to First Hour. They come in contact with the evil. The was of good or evil. Yeah, you should listen to the First Hour, Kathy. The first hour of that was pretty damn good. If you came in on at the very end of that conversation, you should scroll back. You can do that later though, and just keep watching the show. Norm McDonald with 5 says, have you ever seen Out of the Furnace with Christian Bale and Casey Affleck? No, I'll look it up. Oh, this looks dope. Looks cool as shit to me. I'd see this. Oh shit! Hell yeah! I can watch it on Max. I mean, I see Christian Bale holding a sniper. It makes me want to see it.
Russell, you work too much.
Gotta bring home the bacon to fatten you up.
Okay. Guys, you need to give me a little bit of just give me a little bit of a trigger warning if there's a movie you're recommending that has an interracial relationship in it. I mean, what the hell? I was not ready for that. And I will not be watching the movie. Bruh. Sorry, let me get my soundboard fixed up here. I got some good shit on here.
I need to know that I have done one thing right with my life.
Lev Polyakov with the 10 says, brand new BTR clip just uploaded a minute ago. Who are the DMT machine elves you can watch from the start till whenever, but most importantly, from 2:33. Okay, very good. Lev is in the chat, everybody. Here we go. Okay, cool. Okay, BTR. Who are the DMT machine elves? Destroying. I think the DMT elves are real. Type in break the rules to get there. You're not at the top, Lev. Oh, you have no views on this. Let's make this shit go viral.
Best part of chicken.
Okay, here we go.
Like that interdimensional DMT travel, that is something that I wish more people would start researching. I mean, there were, various documents from the CIA, I believe, talking about remote viewing. If that is possible, to be able to see things even though you're not there, and if it's possible to share in that experience with somebody else, then that's an awful big thing to...
By the way, real quick, Gwyn with the 5 says, love the podcast. I have nothing else to say. Thank you, pal.
Best part of Chicken.
You get a best part of the Chimkin soundboard there. Lev does great animations on these. I'm rewinding it to give its proper due here with the big fat...
Even though you're
Sonic
not there,
the
and if it's possible to share in that experience with somebody else, then that's an awful big thing to not consider when we're talking about creating a technologically advanced civilization where we're going to have a lot of algorithms doing things for us. Because if that's something that doesn't get trained, what is going to be left of humanity? What is the purpose of us existing if everything's done for us? If all of us are going to be like that Wallace and Gromit skit when Wallace goes to breakfast, he has like this machine that, wakes him up, pushes the bed out of the way, like puts the cheese on his crackers, gives it to him. If that's our future, what's the point?
Much like you could have also, by the way, referenced Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Lev. But, everybody references Pee-wee when they're talking about these breakfasts that are just made magically. No one ever references Wallace and Gromit, and that's why I never see it coming with your vids. Never see it coming with your content. I never know what you're going to say next.
Best part of Chicken.
The butter, puts the cheese on his crackers, gives it to him. If that's our future, what's
Wallace
the point
and
of
Gromit
living?
is great.
What's the point of doing anything if everything is done for us?
Exactly. And so we got to mail bombs to the universe.
Finally, we come back to
that. So
Well, I mean, look at it this way. If he was given, for those who don't know, Tez Kaczynski was a volunteer for the MK Ultra experiments. Is that right, Verse? Can you confirm that?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Okay, Verse confirmed, so we're good. Okay, so he was given loads of LSD, and that did something to his mind. I don't know exactly what happened, but my theory is that if you are exposed to that much psychedelics, like it opens up a rift into another dimension, then you start to realize, oh my God, we're capable of this shit. Then when you're back here, you're thinking, man, we're not really going to be able to get to the next level if we're going to be trapped by all this tech around us. I'm going to try as much as I can to stop this from occurring.
He's had like a religious experience, and you're saying there's a fight between that embodied religious experience and the tech.
Exactly, but if he were to actually admit that in his manifesto, people would think he's crazy.
I mean,
Can't have that.
Yeah.
By the way, Lord Xenu 182 said this comment will get lost and no one will know I'm gay. Incorrect, sir. Now everybody knows you're gay. And then some. And then some.
Best part of Chicken.
He had a lot of other things.
But I think that rightfully so. I mean, because of the reason that like somebody could be feeling that they're experiencing that could just be their own thoughts taken to an extreme, and somebody else taking LSD could have a very different view of some super advanced technological world that is having a huge benefit for humanity.
Where does your mind stop and the other dimension begin? There was a Buddhist quote, I think it was from the Tibetan Book of the Dead, when they were talking about how when you die you see all these various angry gods around you, and how all those gods, they do say like these gods, they're all in your mind. Even though they're real, they're still in your mind, meaning that the mind is not yours only, it's like the shared mind of all of consciousness, but it's still just like all in your mind. At least that's the way that I interpret it. Yeah, so Terence McKenna, he visited a Tibetan Lama, and he asked the Lama, after the Lama took DMT,
well, what did you think?
And the Tibetan Lama told him that these are the lesser lights of the Bardo, and that you can go no further after this. Like if you go further, then you're going to be gone. That's it. you're going to be trapped forever. You're not going to be able to escape. To me, that's not a great sign about what exactly these DMT entities are. I don't think that we should be in the business of taking drugs in order to experience them, because kind of like taking Elon Musk.
What do you mean by that? Is he saying is the Dalai Lama saying it's like a false thing, or is he saying? Let me play that again.
And the Tibetan Lama told him that these...
Because I thought the lesson was going to be the Dalai Lama's like, yeah, I felt nothing. Did nothing for me. I'm so enlightened.
Well, what did you think?
And the Tibetan Lama told him that these are the lesser lights of the Bardo, and that you can go no further after this. Like, if you go further, then you're going to be gone. That's it. You're going to be trapped forever. You're not going to be able to escape. To me, that's not a great sign.
I thought you said the lesser lies. I was confused by that.
About what exactly these DMT entities are. I don't think that we should be in the business of taking drugs in order to experience them, because kind of like taking the Elon Musk Neuralink, the drugs, I think, are a crutch. They give you access to something without you having earned it. And this is why I am very much against using drugs as opposed to meditating.
Yes.
So, I don't know. Verse, where does your stance when it comes to psychedelics?
Lev gets the best part of the chipkin. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's fucking nice out. Who's trying to chill, smoke some loud, feel me?
Do you want to be like Young King Dave, or do you want to be like Lev?
I don't do them anymore because
Lev isn't doing drugs. He's meditating.
Any more schizophrenic, so I kind of leave that. I leave that to the past verse. But from my opinion on like what you see, like these like machine elves or demons or whatever, like I always have the kind of like merger of like Mass Effect, where we're bringing like machine AI aliens in through another dimension so they could take over, combined with like visions of demons. I'm like, oh, that's kind of all the same story. You kind of like befriend these little like interdimensional entities, and you're like, oh, they're all in my head, and they kind of like give you ideas, and then next thing you know, all these ideas kind of culminate at the end of civilization, where we bring them forth. Like it's part of me think that like the urge of like, you know, like Elon or somebody to make generalize AI, and the urge to like be on DMT to talk to the machine elves is the same urge, and then the machine elves want a avatar in the AI. That's like my schizo theory, but you know.
Oh shit! I almost knocked the mic over. Lev coming in with some great stuff, as always. The machine elves are the archons. Lev, you know this. You know this to be the case. They are the agent smiths. You know this to be true. You know this, Lev. You don't want to talk to them. You don't want to talk to them. Let's see here. Where are the... here we go. David Duke with the 2 says, has anyone made this joke yet? No, but that's pretty good. Oh, David Duke ass. Duke Haas? I don't get the joke, really. I think if your name was just David Duke, that'd be a lot funnier. In fact, that's a very funny idea for a movie. It's just a guy who happens to be named David Duke. Lance Guthros with a 5 says, Ben, did you see any of the Milo Yiannopoulos and Martin Shkreli speak at Penn State? Milo was definitely high on something. He's probably high on nitrous. Was it some sort of convention for people that no one fucking likes? What were these guys doing together? If I was in a room with these two, I would think I was literally in hell. Like actually dead and in hell.
Everybody wants to know, what was working with Kanye like?
He's the last great European composer accidentally dropped in the body of a 21st century American Negro. So it's kind of like trying to run Skynet on an Atari. You know, I heard something about Ben Shapiro that I swore that I would not share, which I'm about to.
Shame on Penn State admin for platforming these neo-fascists.
The 45 minutes all we're talking, so you can then have your little...
As using student funds.
Sit!
Oh,
God,
Man, you are a parody of everything.
Man. So you think he was high on something, Lance? Who knows, man? I mean, he's a gay narcissist. There's a chance he was on drugs, I imagine. I mean, gay guys, they take drugs just to stick stuff in their ass. What would stop them from just taking drugs recreationally? Gay guys will put anything in their mouth. I am interested in that interview. I don't have timestamps for it, so I don't even know where to click. Everyone says Milo seems whacked out. Everyone says 2016 vibes. Yeah, I mean, they're saying he might just be on like 1,000 milligrams of Adderall.
Because he said
She was white.
Yeah, maybe. Wait, did I say it? No, not
kidding.
maybe.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
The guy who stood up and said, "Do you?"
Kanye West used to always want me to call him articulate in front of other people. I thought it was hilarious. It was so funny. Oh, sorry, you're so articulate. He loved it. Sorry.
Did he asked you, "Do you believe the stuff you say?" And I think what's behind that is, I think, and he even while he exited, he screamed something that basically implied, "I think."
So, and is this Milo's career now? Is he constantly mentions the fact that he knew Kanye? Is this all he has now? Yeah, that's awful, man. That's terrible. Real Alex Kev with the 5 says gay movie recommendation Day by Carl Theodore Dreyer, basically about having a hard time believing that Jesus is sitting at somebody's kitchen table. Day. $1955? This is it, I guess?
Hvad er der på færd?
Det er din bror.
Johannes?
Nej, det er Anders.
Andersen, og så er jeg nok igen galt med Johannes.
Ja.
Det er nok bedre, at jeg går med.
Ja, det er nok.
Johannes! Han er bindet gal.
Mikkel.
Og når han går rundt og tror, han er Jesus.
Man skulle
Seems like something really gay I would watch by myself. It's about Catholicism. It's his silent masterpiece. Oh, earlier in this podcast, they discussed his silent masterpiece, The Passion of Joan of Arc. Okay. Well, I have stole someone's Criterion login, so I'll be able to watch this at some point.
Everybody wants to know.
Let's see how high he is near the end.
We were devising something that would be particularly damaging to the left.
AR says, how do you meditate? Every time I try and research it, I got a video of some dusty hippie chip speaking nonsense video. Also, what is TM? It's transcendental meditation. Meditating is very easy. I mean, you sit in a chair for 20 minutes, you silently repeat your mantra. It takes 30 seconds to slip into it, and then after 20 minutes, you stop, and then 2 minutes later, you open your eyes. Usually, you get in a comfortable chair in a decently quiet place where you feel safe and comfortable. If your mind starts wandering while you're repeating the mantra, it becomes more of like a vibrational sound in your head. And if you start to stray from that sound and your mind is wandering, that's okay. You just slowly go right back to the mantra. That's what you do. You pull yourself back, use the mantra to focus yourself. You don't need to take, $1,000 TM classes. I didn't. I never did. I looked it up online, people that have taken the classes to see, people go, oh, but you should spend $1,000. That way you take it seriously. No. No. How about I don't spend $1,000 because I'm not retarded? How about that? I don't pay someone $1,000 to teach me how to sit in a chair for 20 minutes. Ridiculous. People in these coastal cities, they just they're manic. They like spending their money on just horse shit. It's the greatest high there is. Empty, vapid people love spending money on horse shit. It's their most favorite activities. Throwing is just flushing money right down the toilet. It's their favorite thing in the whole fucking world. They can't get enough of it. Can't get enough. In fact, it's the most common symptom amongst pilled up housewives across America is that they just buy shit all day. It's a virus that they have of just being a hollow consumer. Lev with the 5 says, by the way, since the mods aren't here today, could you post the link to get the numbers up on the DMT video for the initial boost? Yeah, let me try to do that. Unless did they do that? Moist and Fuckbutt, are you guys here or no? Where did they go? Hold on, Lev. Let me post it right now so people can get it. Oh, there's a Charlie XCX song called Break the Rules, Lev.
Like that interdimensional DMT travel, that is something that I wish more people would start researching. I mean, there were, various documents.
Hold on. I'm getting to it. Pasting it. There we go. Oh, yeah. Someone said, oh, here we go. Quinn with the Canadian 5 says David Lucas. Oh, David Lucas. I'm not letting him hang like that. He's invested his money in that joke. I got you, dude. Okay, so that joke, I think Connor McNutt texted me last week, actually. Not to blow up his spot. But Connor has already messaged me that. So, are you Connor? Maybe you, sir, you could be the 5th mic on Hate Watch. How does that sound? Base Native with the Canadian 699 says, Kumia retweeted me last night. He was mad that I said Alien Romulus came out 3 months ago. YouTube Tom Kinney as SpongeBob Part 2. Okay, here we go.
Well, what about this part? You want me to sponge up all of the urine in America and then squeeze myself over Saddam Hussein's mouth?
Listen, punk, I can make one phone call and have the Cats and Jammer kids here before you're in your limo.
Look, I have the utmost respect for all of you, even Ford, but I just can't do this.
Good for you, Mr. Pants. Hold him for questioning. Check his hard drive for child porn.
I don't even have a computer!
Very good. Very good. I thought you may have made me watch that at some point, but I think you made me watch part 1 the other day. That's very funny. And congratulations on having Kumia retweet you. Fantastic work. Billy Joe with the 10 says, Yo, Ben, YouTube Ram Dass on giving Maharaji LSD 2 times. Cool story about Ram Dass giving a guru acid. All right.
Right after I met him, he said to me, you got any of that yogi medicine? I said, what yogi medicine? I thought he meant vitamins. I said, I've got some, but they won't help a man like you, He said, yogi medicine, yogi. Somebody said, I think he means the acid. I said, you mean acid? He said, yeah. So I brought acid, and I had pills that were 300 micrograms each. So he held out his hand, so I gave him one, which is a good dose. And he kept, come on, so I gave him a second dose. Come on, he gave him a third. Now, 900 micrograms for a new person, I mean, he was heavyweight, but that's still a good size, and it was really good acid. So he goes like this, see? And he throws it into his mouth, and I always think, this is going to be pretty interesting, you know, and nothing happens at all, nothing. So I go back to the States, and I tell everybody, this guy took 900 micrograms and nothing happened. Because, I mean, this is our medicine. I'm impressed, you know. But in the back of my mind is the gnawing question, do you suppose he really swallowed it? Maybe he veiled my mind and threw it over his shoulder or something like that, you know. But I don't know. So I come back to India 2 years later, and I find him after about 6 months, and he says to me, first time I come up to him, he says, did you give me some medicine last time you were in India? I said, yeah. He said, did I take it? I said, I think so. He said, what happened? I said, nothing. You got any more of that medicine? So I said, yeah. So I brought out, and I had 5 pills, 300 each. And one of them was broken. He wouldn't take the broken one. He took the 4 others. And he took each one, and he stuck it on his tongue. And he made absolutely sure that I saw that he took it all in. Then he said, can I have water? And I said, yeah. Pani, garam to hot or cold? I said, doesn't matter. So he called for water, and he drank some water. He said, will it make me puggle, or will it make me crazy? I said, probably. And at one point...
By the way, I'm just going to pause this real quick. It's kind of crazy that if you're like really enlightened, you have to hang out in India all the time. I think I'll pass. I think I'll live in darkness and, you know, have plumbing. I don't know about you guys, but if I have to be riding on a little 2-wheeled car over there and shitting in a hole to meet God, I guess I'll never meet him. That's all I'm saying.
He went under his blanket, and then he came back down looking absolutely mad. And I thought, what have I done to this poor old man? He doesn't understand the power of our medicine, and he probably did throw it over his shoulder last time, and I've trapped him into taking it. Oh my God, how can I live with this? And all this. And then when he had me totally paranoid, he laughed in glee. And nothing happened. And then he said, these were known about thousands of years ago. He said in the Indus Valley, in the Kula Valley, he said. But he said most of that's been forgotten. Now, yogis don't do the preparations for this kind of experience anymore. They did fasting and they did things before this. And so later I said, should I ever take acid again? He said, if you're in a cool place and you're alone, which is interesting, and your mind is turned towards God, you're feeling much peace, it could be useful. Okay. Then other people said, got him to talk about it, and he said to them, using Christ as the image, he said, it would allow you to come in and have the darshan of Christ, your medicine. But you can only stay 2 hours, and then you have to leave. He said, you know, he said, it would be better to become Christ than to visit him.
Damn. Damn, that's good shit.
Here.
That's good shit right there.
Right after I met.
Hell yeah, pimp.
Best part of chicken.
And I asked the yogi, I said, how do you feel? How does it feel now that you've taken LSD? What have you realized? And the yogi looked at me and he said,
Best part of chicken.
And the yogi looked at me and he said,
This book made me think about my own life. This book made me think about my own life.
Lev Polyakov with the 10 says, look up Bambi, sleep, browse around, watch whichever of the hypno videos you want. Ooh, this sounds good. Bambi sleep brows. Bambi sleep, okay. Watch whichever of the hypno videos you want. Oh, okay. Is this JOI? Is this allowed on here? Intense feminization and bimbofication hypnosis recordings designed to turn the listener into a bimbo girl called Bambi. Okay. Okay, fuck. Okay, hold on. Let's see what's popular. Bubble induction. What do you guys want to do? This was a short one. Rapid induction. I hope you guys have headphones in. Is it stereo? This thing's swinging from L to R right now. Ooh.
Portrayals.
Damn, what if this works? All right, let's really give it a shot. Let's see if it works. Chimkin. Bit. Is it really? Is this all it is? What the fuck?
All right, Bambi.
Oh, there we go.
Hello again. Can you feel it? That's right, Bambi. Can you feel how good it feels to be called Bambi? Because you know what's going to happen now. You're going to go so deep. Just like you've gone so many times before. And you're going to be such a good girl. Just like you've been so many times before. Are you ready? Are you ready, Bambi? Just get comfortable. Just start to relax. Just take a deep breath. Hold it for a moment.
I'm loving this. I don't know about you guys.
And breathe out. Take another deep breath. Hold it. Focus on my words. In Bambi sleep. That's right, deeper and deeper, ready to obey. Bambi sleep deeper and deeper. Just Bambi sleep now. That's right, Bambi sleep. Plummeting deep down, ready to obey.
I'm afraid it's gonna work
ready
and I'm
for
a
your
huge
conditioning.
gay guy.
That's such a good girl. Feeling so good, Bambi.
Yes.
As you sleep so deeply.
Yes,
as
make
you
me
go
gay.
blank. As you listen and obey.
Let's see here. Bambi mental makeover. So this one, hold on. This is the most popular one right here. Does it always start like this? It does. Audio hypno. So I'm guessing is it always a minute and a half it does this? Induction that places the subject in a deep trance sets the bimbo doll trigger, which is used throughout. Ooh. Okay. Make me gay. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to be gay.
Bruh.
Bimbo doll. All right. Just make yourself comfortable and listen to my voice now. Just separate your hands and let them lie loosely in your lap.
Okay, I'm gonna
or
try.
by your side.
I'm gonna try to be gay.
If that's more comfortable. It's better if your legs are uncrossed. But it doesn't matter if you feel you need to move just slightly. Now and again. You don't have to be absolutely still. Just be comfortable and relax the whole body as much as you can. Now I want you to take a deep breath and hold it for a moment before breathing out slowly.
these videos, what it really is it's the guys want to be like, I was tricked into being gay. That's the whole thing, right? They want to be like, no, actually. Oh, I didn't realize my processing wasn't on. There we go. I didn't. It's just guys that think, you know, they need these videos. But the video tricked me into being gay. I'm not actually gay. The video activated me. Okay, let's listen to one. Let's listen to like a few more minutes here.
Just allowing your whole body to relax as you do so. And I want you to just keep listening quietly to the sound of my voice. You'll be aware of those other sounds too. Sounds inside the building. Sounds from outside. Maybe passing traffic. But these won't disturb you. In fact, they'll help to relax you. Because just for now, the world outside is absolutely unimportant to you. The only sound you are interested in is the sound of my voice.
These people downvoted it because it didn't make them gay.
And while you are listening to the sound of my voice, I want you to concentrate for a moment on your breathing. Breathing slowly and steadily, and evenly. Just as if you were trying to convince somebody that you were absolutely sound asleep. And as you breathe out each time, just allowing your whole body to relax more and more, so that you gradually find yourself feeling as if your whole body was sinking further and further into the chair or bed. With each breath you breathe, now you can just listen quietly to the sound of my voice in your head. And of course you'll be aware of all these other sounds too. You will not be disturbed. Just allow yourself to be as lazy as you could ever want to be.
Okay, let's just see where it is.
Bimbo doll. When you drift back here into the bubble. And here you are free. Free of worry. Free of doubt. Free of desire. Free of thought. All it takes is your phrase.
So
Bimbo doll.
Bimbo doll is the trigger?
Bimbo doll. And the gentle fog will come back here. And everything you don't like about yourself will empty out of your bubble and fade away. Empty out all of your...
Look, I'm very secure in my sexuality, but that doesn't mean I don't, I'm not a little terrified. I think I'm going to show that to Jason Devin on Lemon Party and see if it freaks him out. I mean, Jace, you know, maybe I could trigger something in him. I think I could turn Jace with that. Let's see here. Is everyone leaving to jack off now? Bimbo doll. Fuck my ass. DJ Cat Scratch with the Canadian 1069 says, hi Ben, look up I'm Not Straight by Kurosari. Some of that down low brother type shit. Ah, I know this. It's the Joyner Lucas. I've seen this. I love this.
With dick in my neck, I don't have pity for you straight niggas. That's the way I feel. Screaming black cock batter, all the black cock sticking in my ass just to get a thrill.
Oh, wait. Was I supposed to look up the... Wait. Was I supposed to look up the parody? He said it's by... I'm Not Straight, but okay, I'm sorry. Here we go. Wait.
With dick in my neck, I don't have pity for you straight.
So this was someone made it to the music video here, yeah. Just making sure I was on the right one.
Neck, I don't have pity for you straight niggas. That's the way I feel.
You guys know they're parodying,
all the
right?
black cock sticking in my ass just to get a thrill. Saying penis this and penis that. Sucking everybody penis so ain't nothing fast. Soon as I suck a penis, everyone react. Wanna fuck on me and call me gay cause my booty fat. Yeah, I fucked my friend. Eating dick, food stamps wasn't around back then. Like you was the one getting fucked in your ass back then. Like you was the one getting fucked on the ground back then. Look, I see a black man aiming his cum, but I'd rather see your mom care she fucking her son. And I don't mean for one day and you're done. I mean, you still fucking my butt. And you had no condom on, you still nut in my butt. So you could keep fucking on my booty, born living, booty fat, swallow children, and you'll still try to sell it, put some feeling and some thrilling. Yeah, my booty you be drilling. Why you fucking on my holes till my booty hole is swole? I'm already gay. You straight niggas need to get your fucking booty hole raped. Wait. It's like you proud to be straight, but you ate on my butt. And you had to keep it silent to get a man to be gay. And then you turn around and complain about the booty you ate. Dick in my face! You can't escape condoms. You can pray for the neck like it was a broken column. No one else is gay. We fucked the Hey Arnold. We fucked the world with a Make America Gay condom.
We fucked the Hey
My booty
Arnold.
big flat. I'm not straight. My sister's boyfriend's dick fat. I'm not straight. My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a nigga and his booty real fat. My head's in the cloud. Heard there's not enough gays. All this dick in my mouth. Maybe we should build an orgy just to fuck on my mouth. Or maybe we should send nudies to your brothers for now. So I'm not straight. And I never lie, but I think there's a cum swap between your mouth and mine. I worship the cum shot, sucking the whole block. But I'm licking your booty cause you're a fucking guy. Oh my god. And all you care about is women that come in and dodging faggots, and that's the faggot within you.
Dude, we need to immediately I need to shoot this music video. I need to reshoot this and have Jace be the guy. This would be this. Imagine Jace in this role. It'd be incredible. He'd absolutely kill it.
Dick sucking for days and slowly start to convince you. Then you let your kids fuck and then the cycle continues. Blame it all on the cock, blame it all on the semen, blame it on every penis except for your own penis. Blame it on white booty, save it on booty predators. Bunch of gay sounds and booty humping and getting it. Bunch of moan sounds, niggas kneeling, sucking dick. That's a fact now. How dare you try to make demands for my nudies? You gon' show some respect, you gon' stand for this booty faggot. I'm not straight. I'm just prepared for this type of cock. I heard Eminem's booty is getting raw. What's he fucking for? Y'all can take that nigga right back. He can't pipe no more. It's like you want to be so gay. You'll do anything for some penis and some semen catching. I can't take you anywhere without people trying to fingers pants hanging off your ass. You ain't got no dick lately? Pull your fucking pants down, nigga. Make that dick get hard. Take that condom right off. Take that tongue out your mouth. Quit the hetero shit. And then maybe prison mates will start raping on us. Yo, bust a nut. I'm not straight. And it's like we sucking the same penis, but we split by 2 doors. I'm not straight. But there's 2 sides of every cheek, so let me fucking soar.
I can't wait for I can't wait for Jordan or Lucas to come back on this.
I'm not straight. I swear.
Here we go.
With dick in my ass, I don't really like you fucking on my booty. Let my booty crack. Saying black cock fatter is a fat cock to my small cock. What kind of dick is that? And that's one butt you never lick. The power in the word faggot is a different sin. We shouldn't fuck, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can fuck me just cause you molesting kids. Faggot. That word was originated for us to fuck each other. And when we use it, we know that's just how we suck each other.
Yes,
and when you use it, we know there's a bigger
David
penis
Lucas
under.
and
And even if I wasn't...
If we did this with David Lucas and Jace, it'd be amazing.
Cum shot never get to me. My grandmama was a dyke, that shit get to me. And you ain't even got no fucking penis, did you fucking faggot? I'm sorry you can never feel my ass. Trying to get raped, but my booty hole tight. It's hard to elevate when this country ran by facts. Judge me by my booty size and my fat dick. Trying to fight a man, trying to take it up my back quick. Now I gotta sell ass, I can't even relax shit. You straight ain't slick, this is all a part of your tactics. Don't talk about no motherfucking cheek clapping. When my booty hole swole, you think you know everything, but you don't. You wanna lick on your ass and fuck on a booty holes. Trying to steal black booty and try to take us home. Fuck. Fuck, I'm a faggot. I can't even ride dick without my ass trying to take shit. I'm tired of the systematic anti-gay bullshit. All you do is straight shit, the shit that I'm forced with. And you don't know shit about my booty, that's what bothers you. You don't know about no deep throat or no cum shoot. You don't know about no butt sex or no cum stain. You don't know about no 2 dicks or no booty. You don't know. And even though my dick real fat, you hated my booty cause it was real flat. You hated the cum shoot, and I know that's a fact. You couldn't wait to stick it in, and now you blowing out my back. I'm not straight. I never lied, but I know there's a disconnect between your booty and mine. Yeah, I praised Tupac like he was a fucking god. He was fucking Suge Knight way before he fucking died, nigga. Die, nigga. And now you care about his booty and sex and being gay, and that's the faggot within you. Semen all in your mouth, and it slowly starts to commune. Then you get it to your children, and the penis continue. Blame it all on your ego. Blame it on booty sex. Blame it on every penis except for your own penis. Blame it on gay niggas. Blame it on black citizens aiming to come finish, and I ain't saying I'm straight.
Yes.
I might be any day now, Treating everybody how you want, any way how. I swear North Korea about to suck us any day now. And now I'm fucking every time I hear a dick come round.
Yes.
You know I suck a lot of dick, but you just can't admit it. When Eminem fucked my butt, I swear he was the realest. Cause even though he's down low, you just know he's sucking with us. I'm not straight, but I fuck a lot. You don't know what it's like to be on the casting couch. You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cock and not know if you about to get raped or not. You worry about your booty, so you ain't mine. I love you, but I still suck you at the same time. I wish we could come swallow at the same time so we could fuck each other more, and then that'll take time. I'm not straight. It's like we sucking the same penis, but we split by 2 doors. I'm not straight. But there's 2 sides of every cheek, so now let me fuck it sore.
If they fuck at the end, they fuck.
Can't erase the scars with a bandage. I'm hoping maybe we can come to an understanding. Agree to disagree, we can have an understanding. I'm not racist.
Very good, Andy Ward. Very good. Damn. Shout out to Kuso Rare. That was good. Yes. Yes, what a beautiful message. Love that shit. That's excellent. That was some real Kino shit right there. What are we missing here? Lev Polyakov with the 5 says book. Hold on. Book recommendation Agora about the Indian sect who meditate on top of dead bodies in funeral to summon gods who grant wishes. Okay, let me look it up. Agora. Hold on. By Robert Savoboda. Don't know how to say this man's name. $81. Good Lord. It presents events from his life, tenets of his philosophy, and highlights from his spiritual practices. All right. I like the title. Tim Theo Dillon with the 1999 says, "Hey Ben, can you make a section on the page for past live streams?" Yeah, I could, but these are gonna all be on a website soon, so I wouldn't. Eventually, everything will just be streamlined on the website, and these will there'll be an order to this. I promise. I have uploaded. I used to upload the Patreons on there. I used to upload the streams to the Patreon, but yes, sir. A lot of the past ones are on there, but most of them you could just find here, buddy. If you just go to the live unlisted. Nima with the $1.99 says, "Ben Daddy, when y'all coming to the Bay Area?" I don't know. But I do know if we are going to the Bay Area, I want to do like a tour, like a co-headlining thing. You think Dave Blunt's would open for us? That'd be the fucking show of the century. I'd love to tour around with Dave Blunt's. Sounds good to me. If he wears the Kings of Comedy suit. Grow Woodlands with the 5 says, listen to Hot Piss by the Yellow River Boys. If you like it, Piss Pig Freak is another favorite. Oh, this is the Tim Heidecker band, right? I don't know if I've heard Hot Piss. Let me see. I'm missing Moist and Fuckbud. Where are they? What happened to them? I miss those boys. They're good men. I do love Heidecker, man. I just wish he didn't have a Twitter, you know? I just wish he did. I didn't know about his, you know, how annoying he was in real life.
You know what's good for you.
Heidecker's pretty musically talented too. He can really. I think he play the Yellow River Boys. They like tour and stuff. He's good. He's really, really good. It's just. You wish he didn't just tweet about Donald Trump all day. You know, if Trump didn't come along, we wouldn't know any of this about any of these people. What a world that would be. Nothing would be. I mean, I have to. But it is true. I say I separate the art from the artist. I really do. I still can watch Tim and Eric bedtime stories, old Tim and Eric. Listen to this. Or, I mean, do you guys know the... I mean, this makes me laugh my ass off. Hold on. Did I miss anybody's chat? Okay, just making sure. No, okay. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Do you guys know this? This is hilarious.
I am gay.
It gets me every time.
And I voted for Obama. I am a shill for the Clinton campaign and the left-wing mainstream press. I'm a pussy
see who gets fucked right up the ass. I am a cock, I am a leotard. I'm a fag. Who wants blacks to live amongst us?
Yeah, it's so good, man. By the way, while we're here, I would love to see what my good friend Robbie P2 Vlogs is up to. Here we go. Oh, Robbie P2 had a meltdown? Oh my God. Is that true? Was this 2 years ago?
You know, Robbie, you don't.
Your real friend.
Him out.
Yeah.
Then you fucking banned him and kicked him.
Yeah, but I mean, like, why?
Told you if you guys got a problem with me, private message me.
No, we're just talking about.
Why are they being mean to Robbie?
Yeah, but this isn't public.
This is public, Robbie. We're on live on YouTube.
Robbie, I would never do this to you.
We've got moderators.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I don't even want to click on that. I just want to see what you're up to. I'm never getting the Cobb salad at Wendy's. Not going to watch that. But I understand you have health nuts that watch your channel too, probably. And, you know, they might want to dabble, get a tomato, a carrot at one of these places. Some sort of vegetarian is in a pinch. They might want to get a Cobb minus the egg. Bambinos. Ooh, God, it looks like... You know, over here we have the Excalibur pizza. This looks a little similar. Let me take a gander at this. Let me look at this.
And maybe just a couple little tricks, but we're all in for a really good treat. Ha ha ha! Kajin got it, and. So first and foremost, yeah, let's hit that big subscribe button down below the video.
Let's see him eat the pizza. Dip it in a little hot honey. That's the move now. That's what everybody does, man. The damn hot honey.
Oh man. And of course, you know.
That looks pretty damn good to me, man.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's a 10 out of 10. As Robbie would say. Yeah, that's a 10 out of 10, man. That looks fantastic. Oh, Dave's has a cherry cream soda, man. I got to try that. I got to get out of the house more and go to Wendy's. Let's see here. Oh, didn't we watch this already? I think we did. Troll Slayer.
What y'all? Give me a see. Oh man.
Was he talking? Was he mad at me in this video?
Okay. And
this looks good.
A couple jalapeno poppers.
Yes.
Oh. Hey, I'm back. Oh, where are the poppers at?
What the hell? They forgot his poppers? On the El Diablo Ghost Pepper Burger? Robbie, did you have to ask them to cook up another? You went up there, you said fire up that grill, you forgot the poppers.
I think we'll be
Make
back.
this thing fresh.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey, I'm back.
It's a good goof.
All right, I'm back. Honest mistake. Yeah, they forgot. So,
Robbie, is that plastic on the burger?
That
Holy Christ.
with
They put a Walmart bag on
sliced
there, Robbie. Take
jalapenos.
that off.
and a couple jalapeno poppers.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's looks. Yes, there we go.
Okay.
I want to see you meet this thing.
So let's dig in.
All right.
Now this is, of course, this is huge. And a mess. Of course, Carl's Jr. is always a mess. You know?
Sure.
But it's a good mess.
It is a good mess. It's a great mess. Get in there. Show us the burger. Yes. But show us the burger.
El Diablo fries.
Oh, the fries. Let me see the fries.
Definitely.
And I know Robbie likes spice.
You know what?
Me and him would have a good time dining out
Side
together.
of El Diablo fries. So. And, so altogether, this whole meal, I paid like $16 for the way it.
Hold on, we have to look up Archie Luxury. This is from Martine. Archie Luxury episodes explodes all over Dancing Blonde live on air. Let's see here. Okay, he said
we
skip
did that
to,
one there.
Skip to 120.
So I got to tell you, this is what I would do, man. Forget the
Tech.
You got to have my screen up. Look,
Do you
I
want
tell
the
you, this is what I would get you.
Just
This is what I would get you, okay?
I need a moon phase.
Okay,
From-
why do you need a moon phase? Can I ask you that? I don't understand any
She's
of this
into
stuff. Look at this.
horoscope.
How about this? The ladies. Look at these ladies.
No,
hey,
Look at that.
She wants
No.
the Patek 4947R.
I don't want it. I don't want it. It looks like
You
my
know
mom's
what?
watch. Like
You know
that my
what?
mom would wear if she were alive. No,
You know what might be the answer for you?
I don't like it.
I'll tell you what might be the answer. Why don't you get a fucking job and stop sponging off people? That's what I would do, because to be honest with you, if a woman said to me,
You're goddamn right.
that I want this or I want that, you know what? Get fucked.
What?
You know what?
Fucked.
I'm
Sean
telling you
already told
honestly,
me he's giving
you're a fucking parasite. I'll be honest with you. I'm fucking sick of you. You're a fucking money hungry fucking grub.
Who
You know
is
what?
this guy?
Oh, I don't even like you anymore.
I love
I don't
when
even like
fat
you
old
anymore.
men who are ugly.
You want a paddock? Fuck
Who-
you
who
and a
can't-
paddock. You know what? You fuck.
This is what's great is he'll never be able to fuck her in 9 million years, no matter how much money he gets. That's what's beautiful about this is he goes, well, I have nothing to lose. I could do whatever. I'm going to tell this bitch how I really feel. And this is here's how he really feels. If this woman doesn't fuck him, and this is every man, if a woman does not fuck you, this is how the guy feels about you. Ready?
Fucking paddock. Fuck you and your paddock. Fuck me dead. Why don't you get off your fucking ass?
Fuck me
Get
dead.
a fucking
I'm
job.
going to rewind that. That's great.
You
I'm
and
going
your
to start
paddock.
saying
You know
that.
what? You fucking paddock. Fuck you and your paddock. Fuck me dead. Why don't you get off your fucking ass? Get a fucking job. Fuck me dead. Fuck me dead. You know what? Get a fucking job. You need to get a job. That's what you fucking.
Yes.
I have a job.
Your fucking world. Fuck me dead.
Bitch.
Fuck me
And
dead.
Tim, you fucking move the camera once more. I'm gonna fucking ban you. You stupid cunt. I'm fucking.
Yes,
Don't you press the
yeah.
fucking thing? You're out. Seriously, you have got fucking too much fucking oomph. You know what? You don't fucking deserve a thing. Your fucking soul is horrible. Okay?
Oh,
No one's.
PayPal
I'm fucking telling you the truth. You yourself. I don't know what the fuck your problem is.
I don't know what
You
this
are what's
is.
wrong with
I have no
American
idea
women
what's going
today
on.
in society.
Is he yelling at me still?
No,
Really?
he's yelling at Soraka. He's yelling at Soraka. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Malcolm,
and your crowd, this
$2.
is
Archie
100%
explodes.
true.
Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? If you get an Amiga, what's wrong with an Amiga? It's not good enough for you? Well, what the fuck have you ever done in your life?
It resembled
What the fuck
stuff
have
that
you
my
ever done
mother
in your
wore.
life?
So I have
What the
to think
fuck
about
have
that.
you ever done in your life? Tell me this.
Exactly.
I'm not allowed to have an opinion. It looks to me like things that my mother wore. And we didn't have the best relationship. Do you want to get into that?
Yeah, I wonder why. Maybe she wanted you to fucking study. Make something of your life.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Is this the watch you want? Oh,
Diego, get off the fucking stream. You're out of here too. You know what? Fucking greedy, nasty, fucking person. You know what? Don't fucking buy her anything. I wouldn't fucking buy her nothing. You're an idiot.
I 100% agree.
Seriously, what the fuck does she want? What the fuck does she want?
Everything.
She's, between you and me, she's the wrong side of 40. Do you understand that? You're actually
between you
handsome.
and me. That's so funny. Between you and me, as if he's not broadcasting to essentially the entire world. If you're live streaming, anyone in the entire world can see it. Just a reminder, AR with the $4.99 says just a reminder, it is No Nut November, folks. Everyone get a 1-day grace period. So if you fail today, hold the line. He's right. If you fail today, just go till December 1st and you're good. Guys, I have to give my daughter a bath now. I have to go at 7:25. Gotta put her to bed, kiss her goodnight. So I love you all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks. I'm sorry the studio looks like this, but I don't want to. It's not ready yet, and so I faced it the other way. But God bless you all. Stop saying the new studio looks like shit. This is not the new studio. I'm doing this literally off of my wife's iPhone. My camera broke that I got, the Sony. It kept overheating. Hooked up to my Black Magic. So yeah, I'm returning that, and I guess I got the new iPhone. Maybe I'll try to use that. But anyway, it's coming in the mail. New iPhone. Happy Halloween to everybody. God bless you. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Peace out.